Hello there, my name is Chris, and I am a call center supervisor from over here, not in the US. So just about everywhere. And the reason I make these videos is because I want to make sure that you don't hate your job as much as other people do. Because I've been there myself, and it sucks. And if you don't have the financial freedom to just drop out of your job, I need to find a reason to stay with it. And if everything goes right, maybe you find something from this video. The thing that I want to talk to you about today to one very single thing, and that is to know your people. Now, let's go back to the good old sharing screen for this part because I don't know, I kind of like how my face looks in this place. So let's go. Here we go. So very, very simple. Knowing your people. Why the hell should we know our people? The stuff that I'm about to talk to you about is not useful just for someone in a leadership position, someone who has someone working under them, also for people who work for somebody else. This is a very important part. Like, why should we know these people? Why can't we just do our job and then leave us alone? Why should we know the person we are working for? And what I mean by knowing, I don't mean just a name. Right, that's just, and I don't mean just their age, older, gender. Okay, let's just delete gender because that's the name, their age, their motivations, obligations, functions, who they answer to. Then we have someone, then maybe we have what like the usual of knowing a person, hobbies, likes, plans for the future, work ethic, mentality. You can probably go down this path for a really long time because basically what I'm trying to have you do is like figure out all the things that you can possibly know about somebody and apply them to like the people that you work with. And this is very important because I mean, at the end of the day, you're speaking to another human being, right? And this isn't just for the short term. So as a call center supervisor and customer service representative that I was, I could talk to one customer for, I don't know, like from 5 to 40 minutes, and they'll be out of my life. I'll never have to talk to them again. But my supervisor is a whole different story. And the same goes in my perspective now that I'm a supervisor. Like all my agents, I need to know at least this much from every single one of them, because I need to make a working relationship with a human being. Because what happens otherwise, this is not someone that I'm going to be dealing with on the short term for like 5 minutes. No, this is someone that's going to be staying here from anywhere from, I don't know, 3 months to 5 years. And this is not someone I can afford not to get along with. Now, difference between getting along with somebody, working with someone you like is a blessing. Working with someone you don't like is a skill. You can actually get good at this kind of thing. And the thing that we need to focus on is making sure that this working relationship is not toxic. You don't have to be best friends. You don't have to kiss hello and goodbye. You just have to be able to coexist and not be a pain in each other's ass. That is what a working relationship should at least be. If it degenerates into being a problem for anyone involved, this is actually something that can escalate really quickly into everyone around them. So what actually works? Know your people, understand why they're acting in the ways that they're acting, whether it is one of your subordinates, if you want to call them like that, or one of your superiors. Because at the end of the day, if you're not able to work with them, it's your fault. It is always your fault. Now, if we are able to understand this and know that this exists and it is a thing and that we should avoid it, we're going to practice this, we're going to get decent at it and make sure we don't fall into a hole that it's going to be very difficult to get out of. But if it does happen, then we need to exercise this in a much greater scale, but it's still the same damn thing. And how does this actually begin? Say, hey, this kid has been like missing some shifts, missing some time. It's not been hanging up calls, it's just being missing every now and then because he thinks this work is too little for him. So what happens when we face this person head on? He says, you know what? I am doing this because I think I'm overqualified and I don't think you're helping me enough. I don't think you have noticed my talents. I don't think you have done enough to motivate me, or that you have validated what like anything like. It's basically just boils down to that. It's just validation. He is seeking validation. And you have two options. You can say, dude, how could you possibly ask me to do something for you and you're not doing anything to earn it? It's just ridiculous. Yeah, but let's just go back a little bit. Did you take the time to get to know this person, to instill a system to prevent this from happening? Now, did you make any investment into this person? Did you set expectations? Now, if you did all of this, you took every single precaution in the book, and you're being like really good, really strategic, you're thinking ahead of things, you're making sure there's no reason why this should happen, and it still does, then it is the other person's fault. You could say it like that. It kind of is the other person's fault. They're not like really working within the system. They're trying to get out of it. And they should already know what's coming to them because you set the expectation at the beginning of your working relationship, right? Like you're supposed to have at least a handshake. Come on, you should do that. Now, if you did all that and this person still does whatever the hell they want, you can go ahead and just give them a good smack because that's what should happen. But you missed a single one of those, it's your fault and nobody else's. And now, as a higher management, I have less time than you to be bothering myself with this kind of useless situation because this shouldn't happen at all. This is vital. Now, if you already burned that bridge, there is a harder conversation to be had. And that is a conversation to actually instill a decent working relationship with someone who doesn't like you. They have an image of you. And if you're going to change it, you need to give something first. And that is, you know what? If you did that, I take full responsibility for it because I should have made time to know you, should have let you know of everything. I should have invested more time in you. Like somebody who wants to know is a highly motivated person. If you have someone like that in your team and you're not helping them grow, or at least using that to your advantage, you're missing out on a lot of good stuff. All right. So take that into account and be the bigger man or the bigger woman or whatever, because that is going to make a good working relationship and you're going to grow from it. And I can assure you, once you get this down to the point where you can work with somebody that you don't like, you call them, you're never going to have a problem again. Your team is going to either like you or respect you, and nobody's going to mess with you because you know you have a very good team. And when you have a good team that works together, that knows what's up, who to talk to, how things work, they're going to be a great team. You're going to do great things. And if you can achieve something like that, there's nothing to worry about anymore. And you can probably start liking your job. So anyway, that's pretty much everything for now. And let me just stop sharing. All right, so that is one way for you to get to like your job. Like if you're working from any environment that requires any other human being, you have to work as a team, and you can only do it if you can work with each other. You don't have to be best friends. You don't have to hold each other's hand and go drinking. You don't have to do that, right? Because I know a lot of people, socialization is not my thing, and I'm a solo player. I'm a lone wolf. Fuck you. That doesn't exist. I mean, I'm 30 years old, and I am what you call an introvert, but I still need to buy groceries. I still have 20 people that I'm responsible for. I have a cat. Okay, that cat is an introvert. Now, you don't have to be fake, because I get that a lot. Now, I don't want to be fake, man. I don't want to like pretend I like other people. You don't have to pretend like other people. People know I don't like them, and they love me for some stupid reason. People come to me and say, "Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Like, what do you want?" Nothing. I'm just saying hello. Dude, nobody. I mean, I'm not that good looking. I'm not that nice. What do you want? Okay, man. Yeah, I need this. I need that. Okay, no problem, bro. Anything else? No, thank you, man. And that's it. That's my working relationship with some people because they know I don't like them. or people I like. Some people I actually like and we get along pretty well. But at the end of the day, this is something that you really need to understand that the easiest way to get things in this life is not to make them yourself, is to have somebody help you along the way. That will double the process. And when you have more people interacting with each other and adding value to each other, that actually multiplies it by like a fuck ton. Right? It's not just adding things up. So, so this is all for me today. I hope you can use this to like your job a little bit more, at least not to hate it as much as some people do, even if you have good reason to. Try to work things out. Don't just let them run. Don't let them drag you down. And you don't need a friend. You need a teammate. That's what you need. All right. So I'm just going to stop here because I'm running out of shit to say. Meantime, I'll leave you that thing. There's only three ways to get good at something, and it is practice. Second one is practice, and the third one is practice. So you know what to do. Right? Go get good.